against Rosalina. Same thing happened with Semi, where the first two games were not that close, actually. So figuring out Rosalina as fast as possible is just very important. And I'm not quite sure how Azrael is going to do that fast after playing, well, a pretty tense set against Skip.
Yeah, we're gonna find out in a bit. Let's stress as we'll head into game number 1. Let's see how these two players face off. And Sonar or Azrael had a very good opening there with the forward air into the side B, into the cross flash. Didn't quite commit, so Solo will live to see another day.
Yeah, that fair is important because he's been spamming it for like the first 20 seconds of Cloud. But I was saying fair, but there is also important because that was just the first stock and also an advantage state right now.
Oh my goodness, such a good start for Azrael with that down air, and then the second stock using the blade beam. Just bread and butter stuff here from our Cloud Spaler. Very good work. As
okay, that up smash
Solo also finds the down air.
Yeah, that smash of Azrael was a bit greedy and also a bit ambitious. Still, again, that's fair. Okay, I've been saying that fair could be important because he's been spamming it for like the first 20 seconds. Why it's important is if you space it correctly, you can't punish that consistently like that, and you also hit Luma because Luma can't shield.
Yeah.
So he's been hitting Luma and trying to space it accordingly. I think it's important because we've only seen Luma being hit and then dying off stage, but Luma can also die due to too much percentage.
There's also one more like detriment to having Luma at your side, and that is she is a big hurt box, and she will extend the hurt box of Rosalina as well. Like for example, let's say you hit the cross flash on Luma and Solo decides to run forward, then the last hit will hit Rosalina as well in certain circumstances. That cross flash is definitely gonna KO at that percentage.
Yeah. And like that was like the big flashy finisher, right? But also just the way he positions between Luma and Rosalina, and also just dismantling the game plan of that wall. First back airing Rosalina, then back airing the star, and then back airing Rosalina again. Just very solid patience.
Limit is online, but you know, at this kind of percentage, I can't see it being much more than a cross flash or a blade beam.
Or that.
Or just nothing, I guess. So Solo making it happen once again.
And right here, just waiting again, finding an opening again with that fair with an opening. You would say that back air would be important or more important for Cloud, but it's all about fair for this set.
Right, and it's also, he doesn't really have the space to really go for that back air.
No.
So the forward air just helps because it's also easier to make it like very retreating and stuff like that. So the back air would also work, but you know, we see mostly the fair.
Yep.
I like that a lot from Azrael. Now with the limit cross flash or the limit blade beam, just hitting Luma in the face. This Luma is not long for this world, I think.
No.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, it's gone. And Rosa being put off stage. Limit is online. Ledge trap situation.
Scary.
What are you going to do, Azrael?
Oh, he's just gonna wait, and he just gets it barely with that blade beam.
Okay,
okay,
that's
so
sick. That's sick. Because having waited that long in shield made sure that the head was exposed.
Yeah.
So rolling would have been tricky because of the startup rule, and limb cross slash, of course, very, very meaty. Jumping would have been death, and shield, staying in shield was bad because then you just get your stock taken away. So Azrael finding a very good ledge trap, just putting that pressure, the same pressure that Solo has actually been putting on different players.
Yeah, very good work by both these players, but Azrael being a little bit stronger in the first set.
Yo, I'm changing my bets. I'm changing my bets. I'm back on the Azrael
back on the
hype
Azrael hype train. Yeah, right. I am too. I want to see the Space versus Azrael rematch. You know. That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know. I want to see both these players advance into grand finals. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. But we'll have to make do with the losers finals of these two players, because actually both these have been on a very good run.
Yeah.
Azrael just winning against Skipper pretty convincingly. And
Oh.
what were you doing? You're just
No.
charging on platform. You have the balls
No,
of steel.
I think he was pretty sure that he was gonna be so close to hitting limit that he just wanted to do quick down B and then immediately do a follow up.
Okay.
But as it looked right now, it was just a flex. Just seems like a flex from
Yeah,
Azrael.
balls of steel. Balls of steel.
Yeah.
It didn't get punished. Still 103%. Matchup situation. There's no limit. But how are we going to get out of this? And apparently by just pressing theirs together with Luma, you're back on stage and you have control.
Oh, look at that Luma positioning. We've seen that before. The limit is now online. Maybe it makes a difference, but right now it's Solo who has the advantage with the Luma in a very scary position. Tries to go for the up smash.
What?
Doesn't quite get it, and
What?
he escapes.
He escapes. Not sure if it was SDI. Not sure if it was just a very, very poor timing. But Azrael lived for the day, and it's a 121% for Cloud. Back on stage. Not on stage. Stock is gone.
Yeah, the up smash has been so good for Solo, and this stock already off to a great start using the forward throw into the dash attack, a true combo on low percentages. So Solo with 23% on Azrael is making a nice lead for himself.
Yeah.
No limits.
And we're going to have to see how much further he's going to build upon that, because no Luma still doesn't really need that to convert his options, and Luma's back again, but she is gone, so it's even again.
Alright, limits. Blade Beam will be tossed against Luma just to get some extra damage in. Again, this Luma, not very long for this world. Solo is already treading carefully, and making sure not to lose this one too early. There it goes, all the way off the screen. But Solo is still an advantage.
Yo, have you seen the new Mario movie where the Luma...
No, I have not.
Okay,
But the one with the existential crisis.
yeah, the Luna with the existential crisis. I can see why, if she's just there to absorb the limit blade beams, I will be dreading my life as well. And again, the limit just being a tank, but it doesn't matter because there are a lot of stars in the world.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt, right?
Sure.
That is gonna hurt. And
I haven't
Azrael,
say if I've ever tried that.
no, I haven't either. Trying to go for the down smash, trying to read a roll, but Solo stays put. Tries to use this Luma to secure this stock once again. We've seen this kind of positioning before from Solo.
There was
You
no
can't
option.
really, you can't
could
really
have
do
had.
anything about that.
But that jab, that's like the least of the worries if it's not a kill, right? The situation has got reset, and Azrael is in a good position right now. Then they're covering a lot of things, and again, just resetting the situation. Doesn't matter. It didn't get a kill. Your limit is almost on, and your up smash is response to that with up smash.
Up smash to up smash, a tried and true classic. Tries to get some more damage done here with those aerials, but it's the up smash from Solo getting the KO. 26% is the lead, but will it be enough for our Cloud player?
Yeah, small flashback into the 3 up smashes of Azrael against Skipper. Now there are 2 players who really like that up smash button.
I mean, it's a good button.
Sure, I like it. I like it.
You do.
Sure. Okay, last stock scenario on this game. Solo yet to find any opening. Luma's dead. Azrael has been playing very well, just playing alongside the ride of the Luma train, but just stopping it when he needs to. Gets thrown off stage, but it hits it with their back.
Yeah. The down air has been so good for Azrael, as he's been landing time and time again. Just making his way downtown using that down air.
Yeah. Azrael's been really good at his advantage, just mixing up the platform landings. Solo was very good in his advantage, and
oh, very good awareness by Solo using the Luma to push Azrael off stage, and now there's no limit, and it's going to be very hard for Azrael to really find that
scary.
KO.
Just
so Solo
just floating there around. What could you have done there? Everything was reactable, and Solo taking that game too.
Yeah, just great awareness, using that Luma to push Azrael off stage once again.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then it's so all of a sudden it's over.
Okay, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, the landings of Azrael are very good in this game. On the previous game, Still lost. That's sad for him. But Solo was so good and proficient at juggling his opponents, but against Azrael, it hasn't seen any action of that yet.
Nope, definitely not. And that's not necessarily the like mispositioning the Luma or stuff like that. It really is, as you say, Azrael's choices in his disadvantage. It's been very hard for Solo to really get an edge out of his advantage states. Now this one, on a bigger stage, is definitely working out for him very well.
Yeah.
As having to use the limit climb hazard to make it back to the ledge is definitely not a situation you want to be in on the first stock.
Good dare to dismantle the puppet, but gets punished for it. And we see a jiggle situation. That wasn't necessarily Azrael doing the right thing, I believe. That was just jumping over it. But still, very clean stock of Solo still. Ooh, that position on...
Oh my goodness, yeah.
The star came back! How does that keep on happening?
I mean, that's just something you have to be aware of when you're facing against Rosalina. And this character has so many tricks. It's very hard to deal with if you don't know what you're dealing with exactly.
Because he was just charging it, and while floating back to Luma, the charge still went on. And I didn't know that was possible.
And now you know.
And now I know. And now I also know that that side B was whiffed, and the advantage state keeps on being pushed by Solo. That fair is being used to keep away the star. Still, the star is online, and the combo's going to just stop.
The Luma is just being a menace right now in this match. Azrael does find it a single hit, but it's Solo who's been using all his trickery to really get an advantage in this match. How do you get past this ledge trap?
Yeah, you could respond to the up smash with your own up smash if it's against Rosalina, not if it's against the star. Still, Azrael finding the stock again, but at what cost? 138%.
Well, you know, I still haven't seen a single finishing touch actually kill. This is very annoying. It's taking more time off the limit. Having to use the Blade Beam right now to kill KO the Luma. Not what Azrael would have wanted, but, you know, it's what he gets.
Yeah.
Good grab. Excellent roll read. Solo off stage. Could be a quick KO here for Azrael if he finds the down air. Doesn't quite find so. Solo still in disadvantage, but will reset to neutral for the small cost of 66%. Look at the Luma. Look at the Luma.
Look at Solo.
I'm looking.
Look at it, Azrael. What is he put himself between those two characters, which is very risky normally, but he made it happen and didn't get anything out of that. But he low profiled out of that up smash. That's weird. That's stupid.
That is stupid. Does make it back. Doesn't have to use the limit climb hazard, but
Luma.
misses the. Yeah, very good work by Solo. Just going off stage.
Yeah.
Defenseless
no hesitation, just exactly the fair was enough. And another fair is also very good if you were a Solo side. Solo being well ahead, poised to take this game.
Jesus, and Luma could be a standalone character if I'm seeing how much damage she's doing on this stock.
Yeah.
Great work by Solo.
Yeah, I mean it's playing it's playing doubles by itself, right?
Nice backer.
Nice backer.
I had to say it.
Oh man. Okay, nice backer. Nair into there makes it that he gets pushed out of the stage, and that F smash definitely does the trick to push Azrael out of the stage. It's match points for Solo. He still needs one more game to have the rematch against Space.
It's insane to me that that forward smash actually KO'd, but it goes to show that Pokemon Stadium 2, if you're fighting around that edge, you always have to be careful. We also saw this in the Azrael versus Skipper matchup.
Oh yeah.
But now the roles are reversed. Solo doing very well and actually securing another game against Azrael and going to Lumio City for the final, for possibly what is the final game, as we head once again into Rosalina versus Cloud in game number 4.
I hate this song.
I do too. It just reminds me of like breeding eggs, you know?
Oh yeah.
Or you have to circle around like the
Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower.
Or the Lumio.
The Tokyo Tower, whatever you want to call it.
Sure. But for the person who chose this song, it is not a tense hype match, it's just a regular Saturday. And that's what this don't know who chose the song. That's what this player's hoping this game also would be. Just a regular Saturday night match. No needs to tense things up. Just keep doing all what you want to do. And for Solo, it is Nair.
Yeah, Solo is just chilling him right now with 61% on the clock, being in advantage state. But Azrael does find his way out, but no limit, so decides to charge up a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, and there's no need to actually rush things, right? It is a game 4 situation, and it is for Solo, it is a match point. So just keep doing what you've been doing, and it's been working.
But just like against Space, we also saw that Solo got a little bit too eager at some points to finish the game and really secure his place in this in the grand final. Let's see if he can slow down the pace a little bit more against Azrael and keep on doing what he's been doing best.
Yeah, just slowly and surely dismantling the wall. Luma's still alive, but it doesn't take long before he's dead, and he is dead. There's no Luma on play. It is off stage, and it is a ledge trap situation without any Luma, so no interruptions. Yeah, and Luma's back.
Yeah, there's just so little time between KOing a Luma and then getting a Luma back. But KOing a Rosalina will get rid of the Rosalina stock, and that's the most important part. Azrael does so successfully. Limit is online now. Cross slash will be used to get there. 28% is a nice lead, but could possibly be more. Be very careful. This could be a finishing touch coming up.
Yeah, and just slowly working his way with this, all these fairs.
I like that.
Yeah, and I think fair is also just a good answer to the Abyss.
Yeah, that's dead.
Abyss, the Nairs. Because it makes sure that you're not able to jump closely, and that's exactly what you want to do if you want to approach with Nair. Yeah, but good KO find by Solo, managing to equalize the stocks. Yeah, and Luma's dead again.
Yeah, that's how it goes. The limit is online for Azrael. Will try to get the KO here.
We see it again, because like...
Ooh, the blade beam, really?
Solo really wants to approach with him there, but Azrael constantly threatening with the fair makes sure that Solo does not have any means to approach Ariel.
Dash attack quite nice. Will not KO just yet, especially. But that up smash will do it, so Azrael pushing Solo to his last stock with the limit online even. Could very well be a quick blade beam to carry on with his advantage state.
That up smash of Cloud to finish that stock only worked because Solo felt pressured to approach groundedly. Approaching with Nair didn't work, so he tried to dash attack in, but that just got shielded.
Oh, look at that. Lustrous again with the Luma gameplay. Using her to come all the way from the right of the stage to knock Azrael right into his hands. Solo does so successfully. Gets the advantage state here. Will try to get the stock, but doesn't quite get it. Azrael just a little bit too slippery.
Yeah, and the angle was just off for that secure. Azrael living on at a very high percentage. It only takes one up smash to equalize the stock count, but still, Rosa has like 82%.
Oh, and once again, Solo getting a little bit too eager. I think.
Great tech. Azrael went for it, and I respect that. Having like 132%, a trading stock would be perfect right there, because that would have been the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's not trading stocks where you're just winning the game.
It's so scary for Azrael.
Oh, he's still at his jump. Of course, great awareness by Azrael, but Solo is just being a menace in this final stock.
The game is even again.
Already. Limit is almost online. This could be the saving grace for Azrael as he charged up to find this final bit of limit. No, he does not.
Luma's dead. Limit is online.
No limit. And Solo off stage. This could be another blade beam. Could be a cross slash to finish it off. Tries to go for the jump cross slash, which he used earlier to finish off a stock of Solos, but doesn't quite get it. Solo now in a very good position.
Keep track of Luma. What's going to happen?
Yeah,
very low shield. And keep track of Luna. And Solo making it happen again in miracle set. Azrael was so close to finishing off that game, bringing it into game 5. But Solo didn't want that. Solo was tired of playing Azrael, and he wants to face space again.
And we've been saying, look at Luma, look at Luma, look at Luma, time and time again. And one time, he takes his eye off Luma, and then all of a sudden, he's falling into the waiting arms of Rosalina.
Yeah.
As Solo finishes it off with a nice forward smash. Yeah, and this is the finals we're gonna get. Space
This
versus
is
Solo,
the finals.
with Solo from loser side.
Yeah. It's going to be the run back. Space managed to download Solo purely on game 3. With his back against the wall, he was able to make the reverse comeback.
Yeah,